Hi, everyone. Today we're explaining more characters from Gardens vs. Graves. Let's begin. Flaming Olive has two abilities. Spicy Blast shoots a fire laser forward that burns enemies hit for a few seconds, and his internal combustion makes him take damage in return for having high amounts of attack speed and a higher movement speed. Flaming Olive has a fully aggressive playstyle due to his DPS and damage. This is also the reason why you shouldn't really be afraid to headbutt your way into enemies. Spicy Blast can also hit multiple enemies, so try to hit as many as you can. He also has one of the highest DPS in the game, only being outclassed by the Game Pass characters, so use that to your advantage and kill enemies as fast as you can. Calamity Spore has two abilities. Super Jump makes him jump super high, and Self-Destruct makes him explode, taking a chunk of his health and slowing him for a few seconds, but in return dealing huge amounts of damage. You also have the Rocket Launcher Primary, which has a slow projectile speed, but has high damage and splash. His playstyle is high risk, high reward, as he can damage himself in exchange for being able to kill multiple enemies at once. Be careful using Rocket Launcher, as like Blue Stinger your rockets can damage yourself. Use Self-Destruct in teamfights, as you have your allies to back you up after the burst of damage, and you are less likely to die. Try using Super Jump to jump to safety, as you don't really have Oz for high ground. Also, as an added note, he is extremely underrated. More people should play him. Tomato has two abilities and two special primaries. His two primaries are Standard and Rapid. Standard mode is a projectile that is pretty slow and has minimal splash damage. Rapid mode roots him into the ground and makes him shoot extremely rapidly. His two abilities are Mode Switch, which makes him switch from Standard to Rapid mode, and so on and so forth, and Defense Boost, which increases his defense for a few seconds. He is a high-risk, high-reward character. Both of his modes have extreme risks, but extreme damage as well. Always try to keep distance in regular mode. Enemies can easily overwhelm you up close. Ambushing is better as enemies won't be able to react to you, especially in Rapid mode. Speaking of Rapid mode, be careful where you set up. Enemies can easily react to you and absolutely annihilate you if you are not careful. You are also extremely vulnerable as you cannot move. Jelly Bean has two abilities and a special primary. Frost Blast shoots an icy wind in front of her. This slows all enemies hit for a few seconds. Ice Cream Block freezes her in ice cream, restoring her health. Sweet Bean is her special primary, and it shoots a jelly bean that has minimal splash damage. Her playstyle is a single target attacker. Her primary is the reason for this. Her primary, while having splash damage, isn't really good against multiple targets unlike the usual shots from other characters, so it is better to single out opponents than trying to rush down multiple at once. You can use Frost Blasts as a supportive tool, slowing down enemies and making it so that your allies get easier kills. This is the reason why it is very effective when used against multiple enemies. Use Ice Block when low, but be careful as enemies can wait outside then attack once you're done. I genuinely don't know how to talk about this character cause he sucks, but I'll try my best. His first ability is a generic self-heal, and his second ability is a speed boost. His primary is a melon that shoots in an arch and explodes upon impact, dealing splash damage. He is a tanky frontliner, as he can tank a huge chunk of damage and deal a good amount of damage. Use self-heal when low to increase survivability. Try to predict where enemies are going to shoot your primary, as it is a very predictable primary weapon. Escape fights using speed boost. Also, another tip: don't play this character because he sucks. Count Orcula has 3 abilities and a special primary. Shadows makes them invincible for a few seconds. He are unable to attack during this. Fury makes him have 4 bullets for a few seconds instead of 2, and Leech Shots gives him lifesteal for a few seconds. Vamp Coach Gun acts like a shotgun and has only 2 bullets. His playstyle is a sustained fighter due to his leech shots, which give him free lifesteal, thus giving him the power to sustain in fights, combo Leech and Fury, as this gives him extra damage as well as sustain in battles. Use Shadow to escape combat, as it is one of the strongest escape tools. Due to the nature of his gun, he prefers up-close combat, as shotguns are not effective mid to long range. That's all for today's video, and thank you guys for watching. Sorry, I haven't been uploading that much. School just started, and I'm busier than ever. Also, since the attack characters have been finished, next time we will do support characters. Like and subscribe. Bye.